I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented.
I'm in a four-door Cadillac Coupe de Ville. 7,000 just on paint, man, let's keep it real. The beat in the trunk, it blap real loud. If my granddaddy was alive, I know he'd be real proud. I keep a bad beezy, the passenger seat. And I'm lightweight lit, so baby hold this heat. When I hit Springs Road, I let off the gas. I had police on my ass, so I let do pass. Once he bounced off, I pick up my pace. Get B&B, pick up my case. I call before I come, let them know. Meet me at the curb, I got places to go. I got 4 more bros down the strip, waiting on this pimpin', so don't even trip. Once I pull up, I honk about twice. They come out running, player, I'm the nice.
I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented.
Yeah, you can find me in my city, riding in something pretty and the engine shitty. Heads turn every time I rev it up. Switching lanes in the Chev and I'm breaded up. I'm in the corner seat slapping, sitting on 22. When I pull up in the parking lot, you know they gon' choose. I watch them all faint off the champagne paint scrape and make the tires stink when I gas and brake. Leaning back on peanut butter with the brains blown. It's in my blood, I can't never leave this game alone. Park the old school and jump in something brand new. Riding with this brown eye shorty calling me Andrew. Chill, it's going down behind the tent, getting scrolls like a boss, counting money like a pimp. I'm the same cat, fade with no weight cap, strapped in the same place that lil' mama face at.
Low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented. I'm sitting low, leaning left with the windows tinted. With all this candy in the paint, you know it can't be rented.
I'm sitting low in the XL with tents around. A 5-star brigadier and she putting it down. Good throat, college and knowledge she gets around. Graduated top of the class and cash me out. I'm thinning corners with the doors lifted up like birdies. In the thing tucked, I label that big birdie. They seasoned on that sucker shit, I'm calling them curry. When I'm floating on them foes, stabbed out so purdy. Up and down the block with the blind. Jet Li, Jackie Chan, Jean-Claude Van Damme. And my Jolly Rancher stick, I got property for rent. Cashed out when it comes to the fits and the kicks. I'm just a cooperator on the line to get the yaper. Metros and chirpers, direct connect paper. Old school mobbies, decked out scrapers. Back to back with my pilgrims, cause this one's a Quaker.
Low, leaning left with the windows